Jim Cramer, a longtime host on CNBC's Mad Money, recently stated that he believes altcoins like XRP, Cardano, and Dogecoin will all eventually collapse to zero in value. Superstar TV host eventually cautioned investors that it's not too late to sell their cryptocurrency holdings in the face of falling prices. Investors who have faith in the stock market believe that the major cryptocurrencies are still overvalued, putting those who have held onto their coins in a precarious position. Jim Cramer, better known by his on-screen moniker of Mad Money on CNBC, is a prominent American television personality. On December 5th, Cramer urged his viewers to liquidate their cryptocurrency holdings before it was too late. In the millionaire's opinion, major cryptocurrencies such as Ripple XRP, Cardano ADA, Polygon Matic, and Dogecoin Doge could soon be worthless. Host of CNBC's Mad Money, the American TV star is estimated to be worth $150 million. When it's time to get out of the cryptocurrency market, Cramer says investors should unload their crypto holdings. According to the millionaire, digital assets may be worthless by 2023 if the market crashes. Due to the fact that his previous recommendations were frequently wrong, many market participants are anticipating a surge in the market after his most recent comments. The Mad Money host strongly recommended that viewers sell all of their cryptocurrency before the show ended. He believes it's never too late to get out of the market, suggesting the cryptocurrency boom is far from over. It's not helpful to convince yourself that you've missed the selling window forever. It's true that you can always get out of a losing trade. And that is exactly what you get if you own these digital assets. Most digital currencies have lost significant value, with Bitcoin down nearly 65%, but Cramer believes that Ripple XRP Dogecoin, Doge, Cardano, ADA, and Polygon Matic are the most speculative and could drop to near zero. In the year 2022, we've begun. In addition, there has been a precipitous decline in investor enthusiasm. However, some businesses face issues with generating enough cash flow. Many once powerful players, such as FTX BlockFi, Three Arrows, Capital, and Celsius, have collapsed and filed for bankruptcy. Bitcoin isn't the only digital currency to have struggled through market turmoil. The market has seen other winters. You can't blame yourself and say, "Hey, it's too late to sell," Cramer is quoted as saying, adding that the industry is full of boosters trying to inflate the market with massive financial efforts, using Tether as an example. He also argues that there is still an entire crypto-supporting industry that is desperately trying to sustain all of this. The truth is that if you own this so-called digital asset, you will eventually be forced to sell a bad position. Cramer reassured investors that they can always cash out their cryptocurrency holdings and buy into the market at a later time. Cramer predicts that as the Federal Reserve of the United States tightens monetary policy, the value of speculative assets could fall. The central bank has tightened monetary policy in response to rising inflation. A rise in interest rates and a reduction in the money supply are both indicators of a tightening of monetary policy by the central bank. Bitcoin and other speculative cryptocurrencies are seeing a flight of investors because of the actions taken by the Federal Reserve. He predicted in 2017 that Bitcoin would reach $1 million in the future, but he changed his mind and called it outlaw currency. Americans have expressed controversial views on cryptocurrencies for years. In 2020, Cramer returns to the Bitcoin camp, this time praising the coin's maximum supply of 21 million as a major benefit over their conventional financial system and fiat currencies. He likened Bitcoin's value in 2020 to that of gold and made a purchase at a price of around $17,500. Cramer's popularity is rising in tandem with Bitcoin's price. He even proposed that, beginning in April 2021, he be paid in Bitcoin rather than US dollars. While many of his crypto predictions were correct in September 2021, the recent stock market crash has completely changed his view, and he is back as a crypto critic. Because of the potential for a crash in the stock market due to China's Evergrande debt crisis, he urged investors to get rid of their holdings. The price of Bitcoin reached a new record high of nearly $69,000. 2 months later, in January 2022, He predicted that the Bitcoin and Ethereum correction might be over, suggesting that investors should think twice before jumping in. Although this prediction was made, major cryptocurrencies have continued to fall and are now trading at $17,000 to $12,150, down from $47,000 to $3,1700 at the beginning of the year. Cramer pointed out last week that Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's inflation comments confirmed that investors should not leave the market due to recession fears unless the Fed's ultra-aggressive leaders wanting to raise short-term rates from 5 to 7% are silenced. We must be prepared to act quickly, with only a quarter of a foot of space between us and the exit. He claims that U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren made a public statement toward the end of last month saying that cryptocurrencies needed to be regulated or they would destroy the economy. She thinks that the dangerously delusional claims made by previous financial schemes that have since collapsed over the past 14 years also apply to cryptocurrencies. Earlier today, Ripple's CTO tweeted that the FTX exchange fraud will happen again unless more preventative measures are put in place to deter asset managers from gambling with customer funds. Imagine, Schwartz continued, that for the rest of time you have access to someone else's money amounting to billions of dollars. Without believable controls, the temptation to gamble with that money would be overwhelming. In the meantime, on October 27th, Ripple reported in their Q3 market report that their XRP holdings had dropped below 50%. The company has finally come out and said it is becoming more decentralized despite what its detractors say. He clarified that XRP ownership is not a proxy for XRPL ledger control. Each validating node in the XRP ledger XRPL has one vote regardless of how many XRP it has, thanks to the use of Link by 17 consensus for transaction validation, adding new features, and keeping the network secure. 4 of the XRPL network's 130-plus validator nodes are currently operated by Ripple. However, in practice, a single entity controls and owns roughly 50 billion XRP, or half of the token supply. 3 billion XRP were released from the reserve in the third quarter. The total net sales for XRP during the period were $310 million, down from $409 million in the previous quarter, as reported by Ripple. He clarified that he was only selling to accommodate his growing need for instantaneous DL capital. Financial institutions can use OTL, one of Ripple's primary products, to send and receive international wire transfers. OTL Brazil is able to authorize transactions between Brazil and Mexico thanks to the company's partnership with Travelex, a key factor in the company's expansion. Other OTL partnerships include Singapore's FOMO-Pay, a provider of institutional digital payment solutions, and the Philippines' iRemit, a remittance service. As the OTL business of Ripple has expanded around the world, so has the volume of XRP sold through OTL transactions. Similarly, Ripple has provided an update on its ongoing legal battle with the SEC. After his speech, former SEC Division Director Bill Hinman won when the regulator released crucial documents. In November, the SEC and Ripple will submit response summaries to the judge's motions, and then they will wait for a ruling. Conversely, Ripple's native token is up by 4%. Day trading near 50% on the day as of this writing. CoinGecko reports that the price of XRP spiked in the middle of September, but has been relatively stable since then, hovering around current levels. XRP is currently down at 6% from its all-time high of $3.40 in January 2018. Post your feedback below, and if you like what you see, subscribe to receive email updates.